Welcome back, everyone. This is Frank Whiskey Charlie Zero Oscar. This is the Yaesu FTM 510D with the ASP feature. I got this at hamradio outlet over here in Anaheim. You should go over one day if you have a chance. There are many nice folks over there, like Bob, Ron, and Jeff, who's the owner of not the owner, the manager, right? He manages the store. Very nice guys. So, this is on sale, and there's a couple of coupons that you can use to buy one of these. This is the replacement for the FTM 500, and it comes in a nice little box. It right here, it says it's a dual receive display, and then single receive with the scope, and then it has a PNG display. I think that's what the FTD5R has, right? Okay, and it's 144, 430 megahertz, C4 FM digital. I've never used the C4 FM. I really want to try that. But 144 is 2 meters, and 430 is, of course, 0.7 centimeters. All right, let's open it. All right. Okay, very nice box, colorful. Okay, what do we got over here? We have a nice manual, right? I like it that certain radios still have manuals. There are more manuals than this. This manual could have been much bigger. They have an advanced manual, APRS manual, GM manual for the grouping, managing the groupings. And there's a lot to learn here. A lot. Okay. And I don't know anything about this radio. I've never had a mobile dedicated VHF UHF radio. Okay. Oh, we get the mic bracket. That's nice. Okay. 2 screws, so you put it somewhere and you can put your mic on that. Screws. Some screws, I guess, so they can mount the bracket. And then mount the radio after that. Okay. I'm assuming. And then this is the usual type of cable that Yaesu has, I think. Well, that's different. Okay. Maybe not. It's not the... Oh, it's different. Oh, look at that. I guess this is the one that looks like the one from the 991A. Maybe? I don't know. That's a different type of plug. Definitely we're going to need this. And then on the other side, we have bare wire. Okay. I am going to do another video on field setup for this radio. Ooh, some fuses. It's a good idea to put names on this or a label to remember which fuse goes where. Not necessary. You can also look at the rating of the fuse too, I guess. The mic. This is interesting that they have buttons on this particular mic. And then the connection that looks like a telephone connection. Telephone jack. Let me see. Yeah, telephone jack. It looks like a telephone jack. Might be something else. But I'm thinking of my 857D doesn't have this type of not this small connection. And then somebody was saying online on some of the YouTube videos that, or maybe it was John from Yaesu USA, was saying that, it's important to have numbers, so you can be pressing the numbers, not looking at your rig while you're driving. That's cool. And then, of course, the radio. Okay. Wow. It's heavy. I didn't expect it to be this heavy. Okay. So we'll put these items here for now. You should always keep the box just in case you want to sell it. You can probably get a better deal if you have the box. Oh wow, this is heavy. Look at that. Wow. I didn't think it would be this heavy. This is fantastic. I saw one at HRO, but I wasn't able to pick it up. Okay. Now it has this clip here. Yes. You just slide this out. We're going to do that right now. That's the bracket. So you can put, let's put this here. So you can put screws here on a piece of wood or something, and then flip it over, I guess, and then you can load it somehow. That's neat. Okay. So this is the radio. It weighs a little bit less. No, there's no stand or anything like that. Maybe there will be. Somebody said they didn't know what this was. I don't know either. Maybe you can look it up. It looks like the same type of font in the description of the radio. So we got a pigtail here for the power. This is kind of a little bit of an ugly design. Having the fan outside, not having it built in, I guess, so you won't have any more metal maybe. Would be nice. The design would have been nice if it's inside. But it makes the radio, I guess, a little bit smaller. And I'm surprised. I thought it was going to be bigger. But it's not. Let's see, what else? It has the antenna here, the fan, and it has two speakers, which are speaker B and speaker A. It says right here it's 13.8 volts that you need, and then the data port down here. And I'm sure we're going to use that data point for transferring information. And then supposedly on the side, and here it is, you can barely see it, the SD card goes in there, and somebody says that you could probably record, you know, what's coming in, what's coming out. That's nice. Then, if you're familiar with the 500, some of these buttons are the same. The SDX button also has the ASP feature, I believe. GM, DX. Color is nice. This orange color. That's pretty neat. Power button right there, as you can see. Display, going back from the main to the sub channel. I think these are two volume controls. I'll be doing a beginner's guide eventually. I'm going to have to learn some features. This one I think you press and then gives you the functions. I don't know what this one is. There's a back button that you're going to be using a lot. The band. You can switch bands here. This PGM people love. And this is to change the VFO to memory. Well, these buttons, I wonder if they're going to last. 3-year warranty apparently, which is nice. And then you supposedly touch this, or you click and hold, I guess. Press and hold. Oh, that's nice. Look at that. The way it's folded, be interesting to remember how it is folded. Okay. And this easy to, yeah, it's easy to get off. I think it is. Supposedly. See? Maybe not. Okay. All right, let me see. Hold on here. Maybe not. Let's use our trusty, I'm going to need it anyway, pocket knife. Let's see. There's a there's a lip to this, and you can barely see that. But you're going to press on that lip and then pull. And hopefully I can do that. Didn't think it would be such a hassle. It doesn't want to go. Huh. Let's see if I can take it off this side. Okay, I can. All right. That helps. Let me see. And it goes like this. Reminds me of my 857D a little bit. There we go. Wow. Finally. Okay. This could be just a regular RG47 type cable, Ethernet cable. Let's see. Are the colors the same? Then it won't be a crossover. Blue, orange, red, black, green, yellow, brown, I think. Yeah. So pretty straight. 1-to-1. So that you can have the control head mounted on the car. Now this is neat. Wow, it doesn't weigh anything. Very light. Actually, I did get to see the FTX1. I was impressed. Wow. I was really, really impressed on that radio. Hopefully, they'll go on sale in 5 months or so. This is the heavy part. That's another mic port. That's nice. And here it says data. Normal to update. I wonder what you can put there. I don't know. Isn't that nice? And then this. I'm not sure what this is. Could be something that clips on here to make it tall or something. I don't know. The peeling of this will eventually, I'm going to peel that off. I have to. Some people leave it on. And there's these screws here that you can make the radio pop up a bit, I guess. Right now it's pretty flat. Let's see. This is really neat. This fits in the palm of your hand. Very nice. Very nice. I like the black. Let's see. There's some screws here. There's a screw here, and then you can move. I don't know if you have to move this screw too or remove that screw. We'll see. We'll find out. I will, probably. You would think it would just... there it is. Okay. Okay, now it just pops. Now, I bet you if you have it like this, you can't put it back in here. Okay. And now we'll screw this more. We'll screw it in this position. Don't over tighten. I did unscrew some of these a little bit. Again, don't over tighten. You probably already knew that. Nice. No built-in GPS, but it's external plug. Okay. And then the micro USB or micro SD, sorry, micro SD. I don't see, how do you connect the like audio, like put your headphones? I don't see it anywhere here. Is that another module? Huh. That's too bad. But again, this is for the microphone. No, it's not a speaker, right? It's just a mic. Yeah. And the speaker's down here somewhere where you can hear it. 6 watts. That was Jeff telling me. That's nice. Very nice and strong. All right, let's see. So let's plug this back in. Okay. And we're going to plug this one in somehow. Making sure we do it right and we hear it click. And it's the things where you fold it. I think what you do is you pop it here somewhere. There are these 2 lips right here. There, and these are 2 holes over here. So you probably have to like align that. There we go. Way easier than the 857D. This design, I don't know. Why not make it, just make it nice. Just flatten it out. Yeah, this is fine. Because you want that speaker sound. But why not, fill it up. Fill it up. Get some air, get some space in there. Maybe more air can get in there. It'll be more metal, yeah, maybe heavier than over here. Just make it look nice, right? But this is what they went with. Very nice. Very nice. 55 watts for 144, 50 watts for 430. Wouldn't it be great? I know. If 1.25 was on here. Ron was telling me from HRO that 1.25, the hardware is expensive apparently. And this is one reason maybe these radios don't have like GPS, because it's an extra cost and it might be something that people might not use. Okay, that's neat. Now, let's compare. Let's compare it to, and I think I only have one radio here. I don't think I have my other one. But let's compare it to something like my trusty and handy, let's see, FT857D. Right? Okay. This probably will never sell. Probably. As you can see, I cut this and put a, looks like the tape's coming off. Got to do something about that. Actually, I need to fix it a little bit because it's rusting a little bit. We don't want that. But this is Anderson power poles. I cut this and I just don't like these, but it's all a preference. This one has a stand. Look at that. Isn't that neat? And wow, they're heavy, both of them. But look at that. Come on. Just extend this out a little more. You'll have more room for the air. Yes, more metal. Maybe you want a more compact design. True. Look at the speaker. Speaker is way more bigger. Wow, look at that. Oops. Thickness, look at that. What's that? Almost 30-year difference? Almost, probably not. 25-year difference? Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Radio still works. Okay, wow. Of course this has more. Look at that. See that sink? This beautiful design. This is just such a beautiful, beautiful design. You have a heat sink. You have a fan in there. You know, it's just great, thoughtful design. I'm sure after 10 years I'll be thinking of this as good design maybe. But at the moment, you know, this idea of a bigger head is something that I think Yaesu is going to stick with. Because, you know, you can remove the head and have it somewhere else. The FTX1 is beautiful. It is a little bit big, but I thought it was going to be bigger. People are saying, oh, it's big and blah, blah, blah. It kind of is, but if somebody can figure out how to mount it in as a mobile, it's gonna look nice. But this is more discreet. I can see that this head is more, oh, this head is discreet. Let's, oh, I should have done that, right? Should have compared the heads. Oh, this is going to take forever. Or maybe not. Maybe I've already learned. There we go. Kind of learned how to do it. Okay. This one, there's a switch over here. There you go. I can't remember, down or up. Does it do it? It should. Oh boy. No, it's this way, down. And then you slide it. And then this one comes out like this. There we go. Oh, look at that. Okay. This one has the speaker jack right here, or the speaker jack. But you can't pop in the mic right here. It has to be down here. Okay, there you go. You see that? It's different. This one's a lot more bigger, but I'm not sure why. Maybe the electronics. Maybe you want to fit the nicer speakers. This one doesn't have any speakers. You would listen through here. The VFO is different, of course. But you know what? I truly think that Yaesu can still build an all mode, all whatever type radio like you have here. I think they can still do it. And it doesn't have to be this chunky. With a lot of technology, I'm pretty sure they can. I'm just talking right now, so you can look at the difference, you know, the size of it. You know, this one comes in a special type of plastic here so that you can mount it. Here it has a screw. That's nice. That is nice. Here, let's listen to these buttons. All right. These are the volume buttons. There's a VFO button. Very nice. Compared to, of course, the AF squelch button here. No sound. Except for this one. I don't know what this one is. Select. Much smoother. Really nice. I don't know. I mean, if you can get one of these radios and it works, you should consider getting one. But the software and hardware on this is what, almost 25 years, you know, between these two radios, and I've been told that the ASP feature when you're doing simplex is great on this radio. No single sideband, unfortunately. There's an airband, and then there's the other frequencies that you can listen to. You can modify it for modification. You could do that. But the key thing is the screen. You can touch the screen. And the ASP feature is here. So is the SDX feature. The speakers, so you can hear it better. Wonderful. It looks like you can stand it up like this. Nice. And then put the mic there. Definitely, I'll be doing another video. I'll be doing another video on the field setup, beginner's guide, and see where that goes from there. If you have any questions, please put them in the comment section. If you have one of these radios or the 500, please tell us how you like it. What do you do with the radio? I know you can do satellite apparently with these very nicely. It has 2 receivers, so you can do certain things with it. I'm not too clear what it can do. It's going to be new for me. I do want to try it on field day. We'll see if I can this year. And maybe I can get some contacts. I am very interested. I've done 50 watts on this. I think it has 50 and 20 or something. 50 on, I don't know if it's 50. Yeah, I think it's 50 for VHF and 20 for UHF, I think. I've done it here, and it's okay. But I've seen videos on the FTM 510D, and it just sounds awesome. That's what I want to know. Just, you know, because this one, you need an external speaker. Sometimes people put this under your seat. You can't really hear it. You need an external speaker and so forth. So this doesn't have the speaker. Sometimes people will plug in the headphones, and I use it for HF more than anything else. And it's a darling. All right. Again, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe. Thank you for all those that support this channel. I really appreciate it. If you have any questions, and I can try to answer them, please put it in the comment section. All right, I'll see you later. This is Frank, Whiskey Charlie, 0 Oscar. Bye-bye.